with that, I'm going to bring on producer Rohan and the queen of biotech, Vivi. Wow.
Hi.
Look at that background. Where are you right now?
This is my home.
This is your home? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I'm jealous. I'm just in this office, right? There's like four walls, no windows.
This is my backyard.
Oh, I'm jealous. Well, all right. I'm going to hand it over to you guys.
That's my pool over there. Oh. Next, maybe I'll do on my pool. But yeah, no, I'm trying to do something different, have some lush behind me.
It looks great. It's fantastic. All right. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to you guys. You guys take it away with the Biotech Buzz. Look forward to it.
Hello, guys. How's everybody doing?
Hi, Rohan. How's everyone? Hi. How's it going?
Good. My house is getting clean too, so it was too noisy. So I'm like, okay, I'll go outside, enjoy. It's beautiful in San Diego. The temperature is gorgeous here. It's like 68 degrees, I think. So it's really, really nice.
Wow.
Yeah. How have you been?
I've been good. Just been over here like Aaron in the office, hanging out. But no, it was really fantastic yesterday, and I'm sure in the morning it was a little chilly, but it's getting warmer, so can't complain. Michigan's starting to actually be nice, so trying to catch up with California over here a little bit.
Yes, for some reason I cannot see anybody on a chat, so maybe at the end, because we're gonna just continue to the format.
That's like a setting, so let me just double check. Oh no, guests can see.
No, I can't. I don't know. I cannot change my setting. I don't know what's going on here. I think I'm on a private settings anyways, but it will be a little less distraction for me. So at the end of, the last 10, 15 minutes of the show, you can let me know what questions we're getting. But I will talk to right now my current holdings, and why, what's going on with them. Cause, that's what we like to do every single day. Cause there's a lot of people that are holding the same stocks as I am. But then at the end, I do have one pick that everybody was shooting at me. So I'll go over that stock. And then in the end, you guys can ask a question. So I can actually, also have some material for next Tuesday and let you guys know my thoughts. So let's start with the ARDX. Can we put ARDX on?
Yep, you got it. All right. ARDX, folks. That is the ticker. Let's bring it in the StreamYard.
Okay, so it's up 18% since the last time I talked to you guys about. I gave this alert when it was like 680, 690. The PDUFA date's coming. Yeah. April 29th. And I told you guys and I reiterate the reason I'm very confident with this product is already an approved drug for irritable bowel syndrome. So safety is not an issue in the eyes of the FDA. So that's another really good way to look at. And I feel like there's going to be a huge niche. A lot of physicians will probably write this drug first line versus the phosphate binders because there's less pill burden. So you're doing 17 pills versus 60 something pills a week. And the only drawback I see here, I don't think FDA is going to stop because of that, but 36% of the patients had a diarrhea, and there was a discontinuation rate of 16%. But I don't think that's enough for the FDA not to give a go. Obviously, like I said, full disclosure here, could be manufacturing issues, could be a lot of other reasons why the FDA, could be a design of the trial, which I doubt because I checked the design, but there's a lot of factors that involved. I feel very confident. Like I said to you guys, I gave you guys, it's been up 18%. So if you guys are greedy like me in your holding and it does not get approved, it's not my fault because you guys are up 18%. That's more than somebody, and it's been only a month. It's more than somebody sometimes makes a whole year, right, Rohan? A lot of times you get like, what is your average investment? 5 to 6% a year. So this is more than that. So, but don't come and blame me. But I do feel very confident with the approval of this drug. They have a sales force ready to go. So that's my comment for this one. And then if you can go to the BCRX.
Of course. The favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite. It's my baby. It's my retirement fund. It's the reason I might be in the Caribbean, enjoy the sunshine in the winter. That's gonna be my ticket. So we're still waiting for European approval. And, we have an approved drug, so there's a lot of more de-risk factors. But the analysts are predicting a 22 PT by the end of the year, that without counting the Factor D pipeline. And I told you guys, the only Factor D pipeline that we had is Alexion that got bought out by AstraZeneca for $36 billion. So I do believe that they already have a proof of a concept, so it works. And out of that Factor D pipeline, there's going to be 7-8 rare diseases, and the rare diseases right now for bios, it's the way to go. So because it meets a lot of the unmet needs out there. So companies don't want to just create another cholesterol drug, another diabetes. It's kind of like a market that's too crowded. So they wanted to go into rare diseases in oncology because they want to, they want to be able to cover an unmet need. So that's my baby. We're still waiting on that. I will never sell this until it's at least $50 a share. I know it's a bold statement, but I'm willing to hold this for 4 or 5 years. It's not your swing, like ARDX, but it's something that I'm a very strong believer in. So, and then we can go to KMPH, Rohan, and see how we're doing at KMPH, another baby. I know Jason is on it. It's holding up really, really well, double digits. I think that after a month of the approval, they're gonna get their royalties, which is I think it's like 38 million or 40 million. So that should give a boost on the stock. And the reasons they didn't launch early is because they have to get the DEA label, so it's a substance. They have to be a schedule. It's a substance abuse drug because just like Adderall has a label. So it's 90 days from the date of the approval. That's why they couldn't start up and running right away, because of this label. So this label should be coming by summer, which will be perfect because we can get the kids on this medication July, August, so they can be ready to learn in August, September. So I'm still holding long. I'm not selling this anytime soon as well. So, and then, oh my God, you guys, you got to have some losers. You got to have some winners, right? So if you can pull Rohan NSPR, it's not making me lose sleep because it's on my IRA account and it's a set forget kind of a stock. But look at this, guys, 61. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So next week is when they are voting for the RS. I feel very conflicted because DRS will probably help them uplist the NASDAQ. We also help get more investors in, but it's also short term. I think it's gonna hurt the stock price. And they've done 4 or 5 RSs before, and look, it brought the stock back again to below 1. So the only reason that I would think that is a little different this time is because they're getting ramped up in sales all over the world, and they have the FDA. They just starting the trial here soon. So we're closer to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So it's not like 4 years ago that there's nothing on the pipe and they're just still doing research. So that's my hope. And also my hope is, I talk to you guys over and over how important it is, if you guys are even swing trading, how important it is to look at a float of a stock. If you have a catalyst coming up and the float is really small, you're going to gain most of your gains, because the float, you don't need a lot of volume to push the price up. So for example, if I'm going to play a catalyst, I don't play a catalyst with a float that's like 300 million because I'm like, why bother? It's going to maybe go up $1. So it's something that I look for sure when I love low float stocks. It can be an enemy to you too, because when there's bad news, it drops $4, but when it's good news, it can go up $10. So
volatile.
So that's why for me, in terms of a long-term investor, I don't look too much at the float, but in terms of a short term, you one of those low floats. If you're very optimistic of the positives, what's going to happen to that stock once we have a positive catalyst. But if you have a negative catalyst, it goes against you. It can have like a 60% reduction on the share value. So it's double-edged sword, right, Rohan? Low float, it can go up fast and can go down really, really fast.
Is it a concern for NSPR? I think you said they have some time, but is it a concern to get delisted?
So there's no, not yet, because there's 6 months. So they hit one a month ago for 10 days. And so they have a 6 months. So now we needed to get to one again, for 10 days. And then they have another 6 months. So they can, but my hope is if you have an $100 million float and you have a 20-to-1, that's going to put the stock at a 5 million float, right? And if you do a 10-to-1 is a 10 million float. That is a very tiny float. You don't need that much of volume with news to push the price up. So a perfect example is, can you check for me ALT? I sold it a while ago because I made enough money there. But if you look at the float, can you look at the float of ALT?
Yeah. Yep. So I go over to my overview tab, and let's see, float 32.2 million.
Okay, so they probably did more dilution. They used to be like 10 million floats. They went through I was carrying a bag. They went through an RS, but because the float went down like to 6 million, it went up really, really fast, and I was able to make up that money. And, obviously I made even more money because it was my value was like $5 and the stock went all the way to 20. So I sold most of my shares at 20. But of course, if the float is low, there's another advantage, unfortunately, for these companies, because they can continue to issue more shares, right? Jorge? So you issue more shares because you're selling more shares to the public because your float is small. So you want to look at a float and you want to look how much money you have left, before you want to swing a stock. So that would be my first. By the way, I'm trying to get motivated to make it a YouTube channel and explain all those little things that I think will help a new investor. But I'm like, is it so much work? I have to edit movies. I might just do on my laptop and try. I'm not going to look at it as professional, guys, but I can really help you guys with a lot of content stuff, small stuff like that. I think it will help you guys when you choose. Yeah. So stay tuned, because I'm going to do a YouTube channel for sure. And then, if you can go, I want to talk to you guys about SEEL. You guys asked me to look at the stock. I look at the presentation. The only thing I didn't look, can you check for me, Horan, how much money they have left? What's the cash?
Where would I find that?
It's usually on a summary. You see how much cash over there on the right, on the left. Usually float is 7 million. They usually tell how much money they have left, because you are here telling me it doesn't say anything. Is anybody watching? Can tell me? Is anybody watching on the chat? Can tell me how much money they have left? Because there was a lot of people asking for the stock. So usually I can see because the screen is too small for me, So I'm trying to look at here.
I'll make it bigger.
Okay.
I can full screen it a little bit, so make that a little bit bigger.
So that the float is...
Okay, so I have it pulled up on another website. Operating cash flow says negative 20.913.
That would be bad.
That would be
bad. So probably not. Maybe they just did an offering and raise. Okay, so I can tell you guys.
And cash position 15,662.
Okay, so they have a 15 million to go. So my next question to you guys would be, what is your cash burn, right? When you look at a 10K, how much do they need to operate? Because the next question you got to ask yourselves is, when are they going to have a product, right? Remember what I told you guys, that how much of more the risk BCRX is, because, they did offering, they raised 320 million. Then that money was to launch the sales force. And now they have a product that's potentially can bring in 500 million in sales. So, when I look at the pipeline here for this company, looks amazing, right? Because they're very focused on rare disease. They have on a pipeline, they have mood disorder. They're very CNS and rare disease focused. So they have a phase 2 for mood disorder, a phase 1 for PTSD. And this mood disorder, I think, is also for suicidal thoughts. And then you have a phase pre-IND for Parkinson's disease. And then you have a phase 2s for ALS, which will be a life-saving, disease, because, ALS, there's not a cure for that. And then so you see all the rare diseases here. But do we see anything on phase 3? No, we don't see anything on phase 3. So how many years do we have left here? So we have for the ketamine, they start in December 20. So by the time they have approval, it's probably going to be phase 2 and then phase 3, another 4 years. So we don't have anything on phase 3. Would I put this on my watch list because these rare diseases, I want to see how the drug is going to develop, how the company is going to evolve? Yes. Would I put my money in right now? No. Would I put in my money right now if I was confident that they had a good data on phase 2 and they're about to announce phase 3 in a month from now or 2 months from now, and I just wanted to invest, to swing the stock for the run up, but sell before the data is exposed? Yes, I would do that. But I hope you guys can understand the reasoning behind why I would have put my money in and when I wouldn't, because this company is going to continue. If they don't find a lot of partners, they're going to continue, because a lot of the small caps will get maybe a Pfizer to pay for the program, or they get a Eli Lilly, they get a Gilead, but you don't see here on the pipeline, they don't have partnerships with anybody. So to fund their studies. So what's going to happen? They're going to dilute the stock, and they are going to continue to issuing shares and diluting the price of the stock. So you end up at the end of 5 years with needing, a lot of money to even break even. So that would be my reason behind. So I can go with questions because we only have 11 minutes. Do we have any questions?
Sure, and we probably have a little bit of extra time. I don't think we have a show directly after this. Let's see. I know I saw some good ones. We've had a lot of comments pour in. Right at the start of the show, we had... all right, well, let me get you one before I find that one.
Sure.
So someone is asking about CRBP.
CRBP. I will put that on. But
Okay,
those are the
one-
questions you guys have to ask yourself, the stuff that I was telling you guys. So I will write it down, a new one here, because the most interesting one, I will get to it. So CRBB?
CRBP.
BP. Okay, noted. What else?
What about SURF? SURF.
I heard of SURF. I heard of SURF. I love the name. I will take a look on that.
Okay, great. INFI.
INFI. Okay, never heard you guys. I'm sorry. INFI.
No, this is good because then we can talk about it on the next show.
Yes, for sure.
All right, folks, keep hitting us with your tickers, whatever you want us to talk about. There was one. Can you explain why you exited a stock like KNSA after approval and sales on the horizon, but stay in a stock like NSPR where your head gets chopped and revenue is really uncertain?
Okay, that's true. Okay, NSPR is on my IRA, unfortunately, so I cannot take the tax deduction. So I cannot. I have a lot of gains this year. So for me, I want to. The market was kind of choppy, and I want to cash flow. So when Kinekiza did not have a lot of the approval, I had a stop loss and I lost $1,000 on it because I needed to free up cash. So if I had an SPR on my E-Trade, I would have taken a loss a long time ago and reevaluate and then going back in. But because, and unfortunately, you guys, I don't know if you guys know the advantages of trading on an IRA. I traded on the 2 accounts. Is that you can claim all your gains. So when I sold ALT, I was on my IRA. So when I sold 3,000 shares of that, I was able to pocket 25 grand. But also on the flip side, if you down 30 grand or 40 grand or whatever on another stock, you cannot claim the loss. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. But yeah, like Kinekiza, I think it's going to be a potential, but I needed, I'm sitting a lot of cash right now because I don't fully trust the market yet, so that's why I bought more BCRX. So I'd rather be on one that I know that has that potential. And then the rest, the rest of my money, I'm just swinging through catalysts right now. I'm not holding anything really long term. Next one.
Awesome. We have Indy asking about CKPT.
CKPT, never heard. This has helped us, both of us, because we might find a multi-bagger here together,
True.
So keep
Yeah.
sending them, guys, because
Absolutely.
yeah, I can't. It's like I told you guys, 15,000 compounds for one FDA approval. So it's like that's why bio. It's so hard to invest in bio. Like only 9 out of 10 companies probably will succeed. So it's a risky business for sure.
For sure. And Indy, it's going on the list. Thank you for providing that, and we will get to it. We'll make sure your question gets addressed. What about, can you speak to DOT?
No, I never heard of that. DOT dot. Okay. Noted.
All right. All right. Let me get down to some of these more recent comments. CTXR. We were talking about that on Power Hour earlier today. We had the chairman of the board on CTXR.
Oh, nice. So maybe they can look at the replays, huh?
Exactly. Yeah. If you want to go a little earlier in the day, Jason did a great interview with the chairman of the board there. CLBS.
Never heard of that. CLBS. No, that sounds familiar. I will definitely take a look. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pick all of them and then look at a pipeline and see what's in the future and see which ones I think that has more potential to be a winner, you know, and then I'll cover those on Thursday. On Tuesday.
On Tuesday, next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know we've talked about ATNX before, but they're asking again. Do you have any updates?
Oh my God, you guys. That's another one that I took my loss on my E-Trade. I sold it. I lost a lot of money. And then on my IRA, I left because it's a set and forget, right? They're going to redo the study. So it's going to be another 2 years, but they do have a cream that addresses pre-cancers, lesions in your skin. So they are producing revenue. So hopefully, and they have like the amount of inside bought, like insiders, the amount of people from the inside that bought shares at $11, $10 is so huge. So I think when you see inside investment, you look at it like these people have the best interest in for their own interest to succeed, to do well in the company, right? To bring the stock price up. So I have not sold because I can't claim the taxes on that. I don't even want to tell you guys because I had 3,000 shares. So you guys do the math. I had 3,000 shares of that, and I was really, really hopeful that we were going to have a IV medication, you know, that had a more toxicity in forms of a pill, and that would help a lot of people that, especially with the COVID, that would stay home. But that was not the case, and that's a really tricky situation because it was a priority review one. They accepted the application. So my question is, if they accept the application and they said they didn't like the studies, that they were not designed in the United States, why accept the application? Like, that's messed up, don't you think, you guys? Like, why accept? If you already don't think that design the study, why waste the money from investors and people, you know, institutional people? And so another thing that I was really, really, really bullish that is Perceptive Advisors. They are the biggest investors in biotech. They are the biggest believers. They get companies sold, and they have like 11 million shares, something crazy of this company. So Perceptive Advisors are losing a lot of money. They did their last bought was in $10 a share last year. So I think ATNX has been a huge shocker for everybody. So I'm going to hold. If I have to hold for 2 years, set and forget it because it's on my IRA, so be it. But I am not selling if I cannot claim the loss. Does that make sense, Rohan?
Makes sense, yeah. I've seen quite a few comments about CBBT.
Oh my God, you guys. So CBBT, I can't believe, I think because it's OTC, the market is taking a beating, but I'm still holding the shares. Remember, I bought it at 6 cents when I told you guys about it. So I bought a little bit more. So now my average is like 10 cents a share. And look at this. The last time I checked, they still going on with their acquisition and the merger for a company that's really profitable. So I don't think anything fundamentally has changed, but I feel like because there's no news, you know, the stock is getting hammered. So I'm still holding. It's one of those that I didn't take a loss. I'm still holding.
All right. All right. I'm seeing a couple comments about FUBO and Mara, guys.
I love
stocks.
Mara. Come on, FUBO too. Great stock. I mean, I can't believe FUBO is only what, $20 now, Rohan? What is FUBO now?
Let's check. This is the Biotech Buzz, but you know what? You guys ask, we answer. It's sitting at $20.40.
Oh my God. Maybe I should have got some FUBO, because I have to tell you, like my in-laws were in my house, my in-laws were in my ex house, and they're, my ex is like, I saw that you have this account here to see the basketball game. And I said, so I went to this account, I forgot the name of the website, and it said, oh, you gotta be a subscriber of your cable channel. And I told my ex, I don't have a cable anymore. And then when I Google, it says FUBO TV. So I said, why don't you do a try of a FUBO TV? So if you're sport people, FUBO TV is amazing. So, I definitely feel like I needed to. It went all the way up to like $45, Rohan. I think I needed to get.
Peak.
I need to get my hands into FUBO a little bit.
Yeah, we're sitting over 50.
Yes. It's such a price. I think I needed finally to get my toes wet and buy some FUBO for sure.
There we go. All right. Let's go back to the biotechs.
Yeah.
Have a couple. You may or may not know them. I'll just list them off and you see.
Yeah.
We have ABMD, TSHA.
ABMD. Never heard.
Okay. Never heard. All right. TSHA is one of them.
Okay.
We have FRBX.
Okay.
ODT.
ODT. Okay, ODT. ODT is going to have the, you tell guys if I'm not wrong, they are having a oral for breast cancer that would have compete with ATNX. What is the price share right now, ODT?
$3.55.
No, so it's not the same company now, because it was like $18-20. So it's not. I'll take a look. What else?
I mean, yeah, it had back in mid-February, it was over 25.
Oh my God, then it's them. What the hell happened here? Okay, I want to take a look on this then. They probably had a bad data and then they got hammered. Okay, I'm going to go check this because this seems really, really interesting. At one point, they were low float and I kind of traded that stock in and out. So ODT. Okay, on my high alerts, but Jesus, 25 to $3?
Yeah, it seems like it had a real drop off end of March-ish time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, look at that. Even the drop off on that is from $18 to literally $4, $5.
Oh my God. Maybe I had that bounce, guys. I am going to research this immediately. If it's too good to be true, I'm going to tweet about it. So I'll tweet to you guys. I'm going to take a look at this.
And you guys know Vivi's Twitter, so make sure to check it out there.
Yes.
Spencer, we see you in the background. You want to hop on?
Yeah. Wait, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
I can't hear myself, but whatever.
Yeah.
Vivi, where are you now?
Oh, no, this is just my house. I'm blessed with this backyard.
Jeez Louise.
They have these things called palm trees. Have you ever seen those, Spencer?
Yeah. Just in palm trees. Look at that. This is my palm trees.
It just turned to spring where we are. Unbelievable.
Nuts, right?
Crazy. Insane.
It's like I feel like I'm in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like, yeah, look at this. Look at this. These trees used to be out small 10 years ago when I bought it. Look at that.
All right.
Nuts.
We got to get Vivi off because the more I look at this, the more I hate my own life. So.
Oh, no, it's beautiful in San Diego right now. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm on my own tropical house, my own tropical paradise.
This is making me sick. All right. Thanks a lot, Vivi.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, Spencer, maybe we'll find Benzinga in Puerto Rico in a year or two, and then we won't have much to complain about.
Maybe that's true. All right, we'll see you on.
I'll see you on Tuesday. I have a lot of juice, a lot of material you guys gave me, so it was so nice to see you all. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you guys at Twitter.
All right.
See you, Vivi.
Okay, bye.